So now let's get into the third phase of your
Correct.
entire journey, and that is the mythologist segment of Rishi's life.
Hmm.
So, of course, tell me now, for a 30-year-old to get into the market and approach clients and tell them, okay, I am now a mythologist. I would like to
Hmm.
do a session on Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana and Mahabharata. How easy was it? And if at all it was difficult, what was your biggest challenge at that time?
To be honest, it's, I don't think so it's only for mythology. Anything that you want to do which is different, which is not common, so
Mhm.
you'll have your own challenges. Today we all look up to the success of a Bill Gates or a Steve Jobs and all, but when they started, I'm sure they also had their own challenges. It's not that easy.
True.
Even let's say like Atif also, like Learners Conclave, I read the article, which saw that video, sorry, of Arvind, where he said that, chalu kiyega to kitna tough tha. So everyone has got their own challenges. But the challenge for me was in between came religion, and that
Mhm.
became a big challenge for me, to be honest. It became a real big challenge. So I had my modules ready, I had everything ready, and when I approached clients, so they said, "Yeah, religion, kya kar rahe hai? We are like secular. We don't want to get into this and all." It took me a year and a half, to get my first client on mythology.
Mhm.
Then I think again over there I was blessed, I was blessed with a lot of good friends, colleagues who gave me good advice. So one of my friend Abhinav Srivastav, my college friend, he gave me an advice. He said, "Hey, Rishi, एक काम कर, तू normal training तो ले ले, जो
Hmm.
communication है, decision making है, team building है, वो सब तो ले. एक बार
Hmm.
कंपनी के अंदर तो घुस जा, and then probably they will like you, they'll see your work, they'll understand because what you're trying to pitch in requires
Hmm.
a lot of trust of people on you, that you are not going to go on stage and create it into a movement or something, or it will become a religious you know uh, stage over there and all." So I understood his point, so that is where I started doing. और थोड़ा करके बेचता रहता था. So earlier clients took time, vendors also
Hmm.
took time, but now grace of God, they approach, they call, they say, because they have seen the power of story, they've realized that how we focus on the learning, we then it all started over there. But just to add, Elroy, I don't know if it answers your question, but I always believed in myself, and I always believed in the concept of storytelling, and I really believed in the concept of
Mhm.
epics. So what happened is, once I started working out of the blue, and I started working day in day night. I clearly remember it was 2016, if I'm not wrong, 17, 18, 19, 2016, okay,
Mhm.
December somewhere, uh, 2017 January, sorry, 2017 January. I did not sleep for 3 nights. I just slept 2 hours, and I was working on a program called Management Lesson from Mahabharata. You know, and I remember my wife was checked with me, and she said that, "What's wrong with you? You're not sleeping," because I was just
Hmm.
focused on preparing that module. It was because
Hmm.
for me it was, I don't know why, I just got that high of creating that module. She said, "What are you doing?" मैंने, "मुझे ऐसा लगता है
Hmm.
कि एक बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम आने वाला है." शी सेड,
Hmm.
"किसी ने कोई कमिटमेंट दिया है, क्योंकि कोई बेट दिया है?" मैंने, "नहीं." आई सेड, "बट आई थिंक दैट आई एम गोइंग टू गेट अ प्लेटफॉर्म which I have
Hmm.
not even visualized, which I have not even dreamt of, but I think it will be on Mahabharata, and I need to be ready. I don't know why I cannot sleep, because the moment I close my eyes, I say I always see these characters in front of me. And
Hmm.
another 2 days, so I worked from 2 days. The day that project was ready, next day I got a call. Okay, now the look at the relationship. My wife's cousins, वो साइड का कजन की वाइफ, मतलब कोई रिलेशन ही नहीं है. ओके, एंड शी कॉल्ड मी एंड शी सेड दैट शी हैड टू इंट्रोड्यूस हरसेल्फ कि मैं कौन हूं.
Hmm.
मतलब ओके, एंड आई सेड, "ओके भाभी, टेल मी." बोले कि माय mentor saw your video on
Hmm.
YouTube and she wants to hire you to deliver a session on Mahabharata to 1000 students, but the challenge is you have to deliver it next week. And I said, "I'm ready for it. तो आप मेरे को मिलाओ." And that is how it started. And
Hmm.
then I've been going there to that college, Sri Balaji Society, for every year for last 3 years. This year again we are doing it, and we train students on Mahabharata, every 1000 students every year. So I think that somewhere my belief that it will happen, it should happen, it was very strong. So if I can take, another 1 minute to explain, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm running out of time, but there was this very beautiful story that takes place in Indian mythology or ancient Indian history, whatever you want to call it. उसके अंदर एक समुद्र मंथन होता है. इन समुद्र मंथन में क्या होता है कि देवास और असुरास are churning the sea, and so a lot of articles come out of it. So over there, one of the article that comes out is zehar. वासुकी जो स्नेक होता है, जो शिवा का लोग लेते हैं टू चर्न द माउंटेन, वासुकी गेट्स रियली इरिटेटेड एंड देन ही जस्ट वॉमिट्स आउट ऑफ द एंटायर जहर ओवर देयर. अब जहर तो आ गया, करेक्ट. अब वो जहर लेगा कौन? वो भोलेनाथ आके ले लेते हैं, शिवा लेते हैं, उनको यहाँ पे अटकाते, नीलकंठ का नाम मिलता है और अंत में निकलता है अमृत. माई फर्म बिलीफ इन लाइफ इज अमृत जो है वो जहर के बाद ही मिलता है. वो जहर पहले पीना पड़ेगा, उस जहर को एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. वो जहर भी जो है माँ पार्वती ने में गले में अटकाया, कंठ में अटकाया. वाई? क्योंकि ना वो जहर दिमाग में गया, ना वो जहर हृदय में गया. वो जहर ऐसी जगह पे अटका कि वो जुबान पे भी ना आ पाया. तो तुमको लाइफ जो भी चीजें सिखाएगी, learn from that experiences, but don't take it to your heart and do not take it to your head, because then only it will come to your mouth. So whenever you have an opportunity, so whenever I go down in life or whenever things go wrong in life, I always tell myself, बेटा ये जहर का फेज है, इसको हैंडल कर ले, अमृत इसके बाद ही आने वाला है. Because success will come after grinding only, so I'm a firm believer of that. So when things go wrong, I just keep telling myself this, and I think I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm sure there is a lot that you have learned through this video. In case you are a learning and development professional or a learner, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Learners Conclave and click the bell icon to be the first to know of new videos.